This challenge creates a program for drawing on a stage using different colors and shades. First, I need to be able to easily draw lines on a stage with my mouse. When my left mouse button is down, I want to draw where the mouse pointer is on a stage. And if my left mouse button is up, I don't want to draw on a stage. I'll get a loop to draw lines. I'll go to Control, get a forever loop. If the mouse button is down, I want to draw, otherwise don't draw. I'll get an if-else, add it into the loop. If the mouse button is down, I'll go to Sensing. Is the mouse down? Mouse down will return true when the left mouse button is down. Otherwise, it'll return false. Now for drawing. When the pen is down, the sprite will draw as it moves around the stage. And when the pen is up, nothing is drawn as the sprite moves around the stage. I'll go to Pen and use Pen Down and Pen Up. When the mouse is down, I want the pen to be down so it's writing on the stage. Otherwise, the mouse button is not down, and I want to have the pen up so it's not drawing on the stage. When the program starts, I don't want to start drawing until I'm sure the mouse is down, so I'll start with pen up and initialization. Next, I need the sprite to move, so it'll draw lines when the pen is down. I want the sprite to move where the mouse pointer is on the stage. That's easy to do. I'll go to Motion. I'll get Go to Mouse Pointer. I'll add it into the loop. Now when the program runs, pen won't be writing when it starts. Inside the loop, the cat will move to the mouse pointer and change the pen down when the mouse is down or pen up when the mouse is not down. I want the program to run when the S key is pressed. S is for Start. I'll go to Events. When key pressed, pull down Menu. Get the S key. Now when the S key is pressed, the program will run. I'll click on the S key, and the cat ran right to the edge, and it's trying to get to my mouse pointer. I'll try to draw a line. I'll click and move, but I'm picking up the cat. I'm not drawing a line right now. That's because I'm using the Scratch offline editor. But this isn't a problem. I'll hide the cat. I'll go to Looks, with the cat following. I'll get the Hide command. I'll click on it, and the cat's hiding now. I always want the cat to be hidden, so I'll add it into the initialization. I'll stop the program and add it in. I'll press the S key to start the program. Now I'll draw a line. If I draw slowly, the line is smooth. If I go fast, it's segmented, little straight lines put together. I can save this picture if I like it. I'll right-click on the stage and select Save Picture of Stage. I get a directory browser. I can change the name of the file, and once I like it, I'll save it. The 480 by 360 pixel image has been saved to my computer. To create new images, I'll need to be able to clear the drawings on the stage. I'll go to Pen and get Clear. If I click on Clear, it'll remove the drawings on the stage. And it did. And keep in mind that the image on the stage is gone. I always want to start the program with the clear stage. I'll add it into the initialization. And I want to be able to clear the stage when I'm drawing. I'll get the Clear command. Go to Events. I'll use the C key. When C for Clear is pressed, it'll clear the stage. Stop the program now, and I'll press the S key to start it running. I'll see if the clear works. I'll draw a little bit. I'll press the C key. It cleared it. That's working nicely. I'll stop the program. I want to be able to draw lines with many colors. A quick way to do that is to use Set Pen Color and Change Pen Color. I'll go to Pen, get Block Help for Set Pen Color. Scroll down. The help tells me that the range of the color wheel is between 0 and 200. If the value gets smaller or larger than that, it wraps around the color wheel, cycling through the colors. I'll show you in a little bit. I'll close the help and get the Set Pen Color command. I'll start the program with the S key. If I try to draw right now, I'll get the blue color. The 0 pen color is red. I'll run it. Now I'll draw with red. I'll stop the program, and I'll add this into the initialization, so I always start at the red color. I want to be able to change the pen color while I'm drawing. I'll get change pen color by 10. I'll go to events, get when the key is pressed, and I'll select the right arrow key. Now when the right arrow is pressed, the pen color will be increased by 10. I'll press the S key to start the program. It's a little hard to see with such a thin line. I can change the thickness of the line by using the Set Pen Size. I'll go to Pen, Set Pen Size. I'll try 5. I'll run it and draw a line. That's a little bit easier to see with the fat line. I'll stop the program and add Set Pen Size to the initialization. Now the pen size will always start at 5. I have enough to show the color wheel now. I'll start the program. I'll press the S key, starting with the red. I can use the right arrow to keep changing the color. Right arrow. 2, 3, right arrow, 4, right arrow, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now the colors will start wrapping around the wheel. Right arrow, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What if I want to go the other way on the color wheel? That's easy to do. I'll copy the right arrow code. I'll use the left arrow. Instead of 10, I'll use -10. Now when the left arrow key is pressed, the color value will be decreased by 10. Last color I was drawing was the yellow. I'll press the left arrow. Now I'm going the other direction on the color wheel. And can keep changing the pen color. Back around the color wheel. That's working nicely. I'll stop the program. It's not easy getting to some of these colors. I can use Set Pen Color to a color shade to set the color. Go to Events. Get when the key is pressed. When the G key is pressed, I want to set it to green. I'll click on the color selection, pointer finger. I'll pick green. Copy. Change the green to blue. B for blue. Select it. Choose blue. Copy. Copy. Make a couple more. I'll try red. Select the color. And I'll try yellow. Scroll down. Click on it. It's ready to run. I'll press the S key and I'll try some of the colors. Start with red. I'll press the G key to get green. The B key, blue. The Y key, yellow. And the R key, back to red. To get more colors for drawing, I'll use the up and down arrows to change the pen shade. I'll stop the program, and go to Pen, Block Help for Change Pen Shade. The help shows that the pen shade range is from 0 for near black to 100 for near white. This will change the shade of the current color. I'll close the help and get Change Pen Shade by 10. I'll press the S key to start the program, and I'll draw a line. There's my shade of red right now. I'll change the pen shade by 10. The color's a little lighter. Again. A little lighter. Again. A little lighter. Again. A little lighter. One more time. And lighter still. I'll clear the stage with the C key, and I'll stop the program. I want to keep the pen shade in a valid range of 0 to 100 since it doesn't repeat in a circle of color shades like the pen color repeats in a circle of colors. Unfortunately, the current pen shade value isn't available in a variable. There is no pen shade variable in the pen palette. I'll have to keep the value myself. I'll create a new variable, my pen shade. I'll go to Data, make a variable, my pen shade, my pen shade for this sprite only. OK. I'll leave it on the stage for now. I saw that Scratch likes to start with a pen shade of 50, so I'll start with 50. Set my pen shade to 50. I'll add that to initialization. Now that my pen shade variable has a value 50, I want to use that to set Scratch's pen shade color. I'll go to Pen and get Set Pen Shade. I'll drop that in. I don't want to set it to 50, I want to set it to my pen shade. I'll go back to Data, get my pen shade variable, drop it in. Now when the program starts, I have my own copy of the pen shade value of 50, and I've set Scratch's pen shade to that value of 50. I want to change pen shade using the up and down arrows. I'll go to Events. When key is pressed, use the up arrow. I'll go to Data and change my pen shade. I want to change it by 5. After my value's been changed, I want to set the pen shade to my new value. I'll go to Pen, get Set Pen Shade, and I want to change it to my pen shade. I'll go back to Data, get my pen shade, get Change Pen Shade out of the way. Now when the up arrow is pressed, the value of my pen shade variable will be increased by 5, and Scratch's pen shade will be set to the new value. But I have a problem. If I keep pressing the up arrow, my pen shade variable value will keep increasing. It'll go above 100, but I don't want it to. I have to keep it at 100 or less. It's easy enough to do that. I'll go to Control, get an if. I need to limit the value of my pen shade after it's been changed and before it's used. I'll put the if in between. Well, it didn't go in between. I'll move the set after the if. I want to say, if my pen shade is greater than 100, set my pen shade to 100. Go to Operators, greater than. If my pen shade is greater than 100, copy my pen shade, set my pen shade to 100. Go to Data, set pen shade, change 0 to 100. Now when the up arrow is pressed, my pen shade is increased by 5, and if it's greater than 100, it's set to 100. After the value has been set, Scratch's pen shade is set to my pen shade value. I want to be able to lower the pen shade value. I'll copy this code, use the down arrow, change my pen shade by -5, subtract 5 from it. If my pen shade is less than 0, change greater than to less than. If my pen shade is less than 0, set my pen shade to 0. The program's ready to run. I'll press the S key. The program started, and my pen shade is set to 50. I can increase the pen shade value. I'll I'll draw, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow. I'll keep pressing the up arrow till the value gets to 100, 95, 100. I keep pressing the up arrow, but it stays at 100 as it should. The up arrow code is working nicely. I'll try the down arrow code. I'm starting at 100. Same color, down arrow. You can see my pen shade value decreasing. 70, 60, 50. I'll keep pressing the down arrow. 20, 10, colors darker and darker. 0. Keep pressing the down arrow. But my pen shade value is staying at 0 as it should. Those are some of the shades of red. I'll look at the shades of blue now. I'll press the B key, draw a line. That looks like my regular blue. My pen shade is 0. Scratch's pen shade was set to 0, and I saw it because the color kept getting darker and darker to where it was near black. Changing to the blue, I would think, would change the shade to near black, but it's back to blue. The shade looks like it's back at the default 50 value. The program is not working quite right. Whenever the color is changed, I need to change my pen shade to 50. Then I should also set my pen shade to 50 to make it that way. Or better yet, after setting the pen color to blue, I can force the pen shade color back to my value. I'll copy set pen shade, add it to the end, make a little room. Now when the B key is pressed, it'll change the color to blue, and it'll set Scratch's pen shade to my pen shade. I'll press the B key one more time. It'll set the color to blue again, but it'll also set Scratch's pen shade to my pen shade. Now when I draw, I should get near black, and I do. I'll use the up arrow and keep pressing it. Now I'm up through the blue shades. That works nicely. Up to 100, which is near white. I'll add set pen shade to the other 3 colors. Duplicate. 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 Let's make a little room here. It's getting a little crowded. See if we can get everyone on the screen there. I want to show a couple more things with this little program. I'll stop the program. I'll start it again with the S key. Back at the initialized state, I'll uncheck my pen shade. I don't need to see it anymore. And clicking the mouse button while the program was running made a little mark. I'll press the C key to clear the stage. Now I'll draw a rainbow line. I can use the right and left arrows to change the colors. Start drawing. I'll hold down the right arrow key. As the pen color value increases through the color wheel, I get a rainbow. With a little work, I can draw a simple picture too. I'll clear the screen with the C key. I'll select B for blue, and I'll use the up arrow to get the lightest blue shade I can. Pressing it a number of times so the shade will be up to 100. Move up in the upper left, and I'll start filling in color. Just shaking the mouse back and forth. Can make something that looks a little impressionistic. Can make a little bit of a sky, something real quick. A little bit of clouds in it. Now I'll get a little bit of a darker blue. I'll use the down arrow 3 times, and I'll use that on the bottom. Almost finished. We'll just fill in a little bit of color and a little bit of landscape. You get the idea. It's pretty amazing how just a little bit of code can let you do a lot. I'll stop the program now. I'm finished with this challenge. I hope you'll try the program and have fun drawing pictures. Change the program to do what you want it to do. You can also try a smaller change in pen colors like 5 and -5 instead of 10 and -10 to see more colors. Or try adding the ability to make the pen size larger or smaller. Or try adding a command to draw a square. Have fun changing this program to help you draw the pictures you want.